Hello children, today we are going to discuss chapter 3 of your English grammar book, that is nouns number. In the previous videos we have already discussed chapter 1 and chapter 2. So today in this video we are going to discuss this nouns number, and we are going to learn about what singular and plural nouns are, and along with that we are also going to see what are the various rules that we need to follow while changing this singular noun into plural noun. We are going to discuss this compound nouns or words in the next video. We are just going to discuss today what singular plural nouns are, and along with that we are going to discuss the rules that we need to follow while changing singular noun to plural noun. So now let's begin. We use a singular noun when we talk about one person, animal, place, or thing. So you need to remember over here that a singular noun is used in order to talk about one person, animal, place, or thing. That is, a singular noun is a noun that refers to only one person, animal, place, or thing. Some examples you can see in your book itself: man, girl, boy, house, book, pencil. So these are some examples of what? These are some examples of singular nouns. Further, we get to see that we use a plural noun when we talk about two or more persons, animals, places, or things. So you need to remember that a plural noun is a noun that refers to more than one person, animal, place, or thing. So some examples are men, girls, boys, houses, books, and pencils. Now over here underneath, some rules are provided which we need to follow while changing this singular noun into plural noun. So now let's start reading those rules. We add s to most nouns to form their plurals. So the first rule is telling us that in order to form plurals, what do? We add s to most of the singular nouns. Now one of the example, let me write it on the board like desk. So desk, the plural of desk is formed by simply adding s, that is desks. So this is what the book is telling us, that most of the singular nouns, they form their plural by simply adding s. So over here some examples are provided like desk, desks, lion, lions, student, students, chair, chairs, book, books, tree, trees, road, roads, kite, kites, apple, apples. In the second rule you can see we add es to nouns that end in s, double s, ch, sh, o, or x to make their plural. So if you want to make plural of this singular nouns that end in s, double s, ch, sh, o, or x, what do we need to do? We need to add es behind them. So now you can see the example. Let me give you one example for the book itself. Box, box, box. So you can see this singular noun box is ending in letter x, and what do? We need to simply add es in order to form its plural. So this is what the book is telling us. So you need to remember that if there is a noun that is ending in s, double s, ch, sh, o, or x, what do we need to do? We need to add es in order to form its plural. So let's read some examples that are provided over here. Box, boxes, bus, buses, bench, benches, watch, watches, glass, glasses, mango, mangoes, dish, dishes, bush, bushes, class, classes, fox, foxes, dress, dresses, arc, arches. Now over here what the book is telling us, the first rule told us that most of the singular nouns, they form their plural simply by adding what? S. And the second rule that we read was that if a singular noun is ending in s, double s, ch, sh, o, or x, what do we need to do? We need to add es in order to form their plurals. Now let's read the third rule. Some nouns end in a consonant plus y. We change y to I and add es to make their plural. So over here you need to remember that if there is a singular noun that ends in consonant plus y, like let's take the example from the book like diary, D-I-A-R-Y, diary. So you can see consonant plus y. So at the end you can see consonant plus y, consonant. Now you all know vowels A, E, I, O, U. So all the alphabet, all the letters in the English alphabet apart from A, E, I, O, U are called consonants. So R is not in this list, so automatically this is a consonant. So over here what I am saying is that if there is a singular noun that ends in that is consonant plus y, then what do we need to do is that we need to change this y into I. So let's do it as D-I-A-R. Y needs to be changed into I, and we need to add es. So this is the plural of what? Diary, that is diaries. So this is what the book is telling us. So if there is a noun, that singular noun that ends in consonant plus y, we change y to I, we change y to I and add es in order to form its plural. So you can see some examples over there in the book. Baby, babies, diary, diaries, lady, ladies, jelly, jellies, library, libraries, cherry, cherries. Now let's read the next rule. That is, some nouns end in a vowel plus y. So over here we are not talking about consonant plus y, we are talking about vowel plus y. We add s to make their plural. So let's take one example. The example provided in your book, like e. So over here you can see e is a vowel. So e is a vowel. So over here you can see at the end you have vowel plus y. So in such a case, what do we need to do? We need to add simply s in order to form its plural. So this is what the book is telling us. So if there is a noun that some nouns that end in vowel plus y, how do we form its plural? We simply form its plural by adding s. Key, keys, monkey, monkeys, tray, trays, donkey, donkeys, highway, highways, trolley, trolleys, chimney, chimneys, story, stories, boy, boys. Now these are the some of the examples where we get to see that if there is a noun that ends in vowel plus y, then how do we form its plural? So now let's read the next example. Some nouns end in f or fe. So there are some nouns in singular forms, they end in f or fe. We change f or fe to v and add es to make them plural. So let's take some examples over here. Let's take the example of leaf. So over here you can see leaf, L-E-F, leaf, F over here it's ending with F. So how do we make it plural? We need to change F with V and add ES. So this is the plural of leaf. So similarly, if I write the word wife, W-I-F-E, wife, so you can see the word ending with F-E. So in this case, what will I do? I will change F-E with V and add the word ES again. So add the letters ES, that is. So over here you can see how we are forming what plurals of those nouns that are ending in F or FE. So in some cases where if the nouns, a singular form of the noun is ending in F or it's ending in FE, then what do? We write VES in its place. That's in the place of F and FE. So let's see some examples. Leaf, leaves, calf, calves, half, halves, knife, knives, thief, thieves, wife, wives. Now let's read the next rule. But there are some nouns that end in F or FE. So you need to remember there are exceptions, that there are some nouns that end in F or FE. We add S to them to make them plural. So if you want to make their plurals, what will we do? We will add S. So if in the word ROOF group, you can see it's ending in F, but we are not going to change it into VES. What are we going to do? We are simply going to add S in order to form its plural. So this is what the book is telling us. Similarly, in the word chief, C-H-I-E-F, chief, it's ending in the word E-F. Over here again in the letter F, what will we do? We will again remember the same thing and we will add C-H-I-E-F-S. So this is what the book is telling us. So in some cases, if the word that is a singular noun is ending in F, then in such a case what will we do? We will not be removing that F and writing VS. Instead we will be adding S behind it. And over here you can see some more examples, like in the word cliff, C-L-I-F-F, cliff. So let me write this word C-L-I-F-F, cliff. So over here also you can see it's ending in F. So in this word also what will we do? C-L-I-F-F-S, cliffs. So you can see some more examples like belief, B-L-I-F, belief, beliefs, giraffe, giraffes, proof, proofs. So these are some examples that you need to keep in mind, where what we are going to do. We are not going to remove F and we are not going to write VS. Instead we are going to add S behind this F. Now let's read the next rule. Some nouns are converted into plural differently. So over here you need to remember that some nouns, they don't follow the given rules. They are changed differently. They are also called as irregular nouns. So such nouns that that do not follow the rules that we have discussed just now are called what? Irregular nouns. They form plural differently. Let's see some examples. Man, men. So you can see A has been changed into E. Woman, women. So you can see again A has been changed into E. Similarly, foot, feet, tooth, teeth, goose, geese, louse, lice, ox, oxen, mouse, mice, child, children. So these are some examples of what? Irregular nouns. Some nouns do not change in their plural forms. So you need to remember there are some nouns that do not change into in their plural forms. They remain the same in their singular and plural forms. Example: deer, sheep, fish. And over here note has been written. You can go through over there. Fishes can be used to refer to different kinds of fish. So if they are same the species of fish in an aquarium, then what will we say? We'll refer to them as fish, though there are many of the fish. But if there are different species, then we can refer to them as fishes. So over here, that is what the book is telling us, that fishes can be used to refer to different kinds of fish. So if there are different kinds of fish, there are different species of fish, then we can say fishes. But normally what will we say? We will say fish if there are many fish but of the same kind. Some nouns are always used in plural forms. These also you need to remember, that there are some nouns that are always used in their plural forms, like scissors, jeans, sports, and trousers. So we are going to stop here for today, children. So today what did we learn? We learned what singular nouns and plural nouns are, and along with that we also discussed what are the various rules that we need to keep in mind while changing the singular nouns to plural nouns. Along with that, we also read about some irregular nouns that do not follow the rules that we had discussed, and after that we also saw that some nouns remain the same, that they do not change in their plural forms, and we also read that some nouns are always used in plural forms. So we are going to stop here for today. We are going to continue reading this compound nouns or words in the next video, and I'll solve these exercises some other day and send you the answers. Thank you.